Well, we're going to make videos when we have good days, and you know what? You got to suck it up and make a video when you have a bad day. Not only did the horses not race as good, I drove poor today on multiple occasions. Where do we start? 10 races, didn't hit the board. That's a good start. Gray is the new red. Got rough leaving, hit herself, got out of gear. I looked left to gather up. No vacancy. I looked to the front end. I said, just clear to the front. They're not. Josh isn't going to park me. Yes, Josh will park you. Then I tried to squeeze into the 2-hole. No room there. Poor little filly. Just about the worst trip you could ask for Gray is the new red today. Get out of gear, leaving the gate. Get parked the whole way. And walked. Really, really bad drive. Really, really bad trip. I guess I could have just taken her back to last, but it's a half-mile track. I'm hoping just to float out, drop in the 2 or 3 hole, follow along. She wins. She gets served, she served, whatever. I really didn't expect her to get rough. She was fine warming up. She was fine down the lane behind the gate. She made the break in the turn the last week. She never put a step in the turns today. Anyway, I guess that was just an appetizer for the rest of the day. Favorite with changing of the guard run. Couldn't get a hold of the track. He was rough in the straightaways, made a break. Come out in the track with, who did I come out with this? I know the 2 fillies were last. Oh, Ailsun. She actually raced great. A filly's so tough. Scored her down. You can hear her hitting. She wears bar shoes on a deep, deep track. We ran into this problem last year, but we knew it was going to happen last year. We tried to change all her footwear, and she was worse. So I just scored her down. I could hear her hitting herself. She's so tough. And I didn't know this filly. This is the most gritty mile I've seen her go in her life. Out of gear and rough in the turns. Still raced huge and finished 4th. A fair 4th. I thought she was going to be 2nd halfway down the backstretch, but she raced well to be 4th. Come out the track with Compass Rose. So everything's, I'm driving a bunch of long shots in between too. It wasn't like I was expecting a great day. I'm expecting Changing the Guard to win and Compass Rose DC. Changing the Guard runs. So I'm still pissed off at myself over the gray horse. Go out in the track with Compass Rose. She's not great on the front, but it's not like you're going to get away 5th in that field, be 3rd over, 2nd over, and just, it's a half-mile track. You want to be close, right? She scored down great. She got away well. I'm not even concerned around the first turn. I'm looking, I'm like, he's going to let me go and remove, or I'm going to be left on the front end. I know she wasn't great in the meadows on the front end, but that was out of the 9-hole, and those were aged horses. She's going to win. When we started in the backstretch, he puts the whip up. I'm like, what the He's not really going to take me. Yep, took me every inch he could go. He finished last, or finished whatever, 6, 7, whatever the hell he finished. And I was angry after the race. And, it's been a long time since I was livid as a driver. When somebody screws our horses over or something happens, I've been mad. But it's been a long time since I was angry, like driver angry. And I was fuming after the race. Come off the track and keep in mind, I'm in the United States of America. I'm the Canadian. Chris Drives for Ron Burke. I drove for Ron Steck. No disrespect, but it's a lose-lose for me. There's nothing to win by that. What, get angry because you get parked like a little baby? So no, I just shut my mouth, bit my tongue, said nothing. And then I go up to the board. Chris's horse looks okay on paper. Here's the thing. Chris is one of the leading drivers down here. And when people leave into you, when you clearly want to be on the front end, sometimes it turns into a pissing match. And the only one that really lost in that whole ordeal was our ownership and the horse. It's not really a big win for him. Oh, you made Anthony McDonald look bad. It's not hard to do. And, it's not a win for him in that regard. But at the same time, I was going to say I've been in his position. I haven't really been in his position, but I can imagine, that's a little, next time I leave, don't be leaving into me. I get it. I was still angry, and still am a little bit. But looking at his horse and looking at the situation, whatever. I guess that's the way it is. So, was it a smart drive by him? No, it wasn't a smart drive. You can't drive smart every time. I guess you could say it wasn't a smart drive for me. It just never dawned on me that he would park me. It never dawned on me that I would not just float along, clear to the front, half in 59, mile in 58.2. Compass Rose gets her picture taken. That's how I envision it. Going around the first turn, I know how the race is setting up. Chris's horse is okay. She's not going to beat me. The other horses in there aren't good enough. Compass Rose got around the first turn like that. Once you get around that first turn so good, I'm thinking she's a lock. There's no shot they can beat her. There's one shot they can beat her. So I got parked the whole way and ended up fourth. A beaten fourth by 3 horses that shouldn't beat her. That shouldn't definitely beat her today. So, just it. Then I go to Starbucks and I order the wrong drink, or I got the wrong drink. That tastes okay. Tastes a lot better than those 2 park jobs tasted, I can tell you that. Wow. And then spend that money went out. So here's the scoop of spend that money. She's trying her heart out. She's doing good. She hit her left cannon bone about a month ago. And when you hit that cannon bone, it's like smashing your shin on your bed in your room, right? You get that stinging feeling. Try doing that 3 or 4 times, or 50 times. So she's ended up brushing that shin, and we've been trying to get her through it. That's why you see her skip in the turns. It's not necessarily lameness. Technically it is, but it's not your typical lameness. She's hitting that left hind shin. I saw her do it today multiple times. That's why she's worse the further she goes. So you say to yourself, well, can you not shoe her a different way? Yeah, that's easier said than done sometimes. We can and we will, but there's going to be some, until we get the heat and the soreness out of that shin, you're still going to see her scrambly in the turns a little bit. So going to work on that. No big deal. I mean, she showed a lot of heart. She made the break in the last turn trying to attack, which, makes me proud that she's doing that, but also makes me a little angry that we can't get her away from there just yet. It's like you'll hear in times, a horseman will tell you, geez, this horse never hit its knee before, and then she brushed her knee, or he, one time, I put knee boots on, now they hit their knees all the time. And you say to yourself, well, you should be able to shoe them out of that. It's not always that easy. Now, will she get away from that? Yes. I mean, Jesus, she raced as a 2-year-old with bandages on. She never even hit behind. And now she's marking her boots up pretty good. So yes, we can get her away from it, and we will try. And we will succeed. We will get her away from it. It's going to be a little trial and error to fix that hind cannon bone up a little bit, the poor girl. So, a really crappy day. Ailson got all she could and raced great. Raced her heart out. Gray's the new red. We got put in a bad spot leaving the gate, and it turned into an absolute abomination of a mile. And I apologize for that. And then Compass Rose, you got to be aware on the track, and it never dawned on me for a split second that I was about to get parked. Not even in the least. So that was bad. And then Spend That Money did all she could. You could see the further she went, the more she got rough, but she tried. And that's an important thing. She's not giving up. She tried until she made a mistake and made a break. So whatever. You guys are going to have to turn the page, same as I am. Obviously a little frustrated, but at the same time, that goes with racing. Tomorrow we race here. Hey, good news, I'm not driving them tomorrow. I'll be racing at the Meadows and in Northfield, and then coming down here Tuesday. I see I'm a Lovely Lady. Geez, we got to have her razor sharp for Wednesday, don't we? She drew a 5-horse field with 4 horses that should not beat her. She should be good on Wednesday. Poor little My Jazz. She got all the Bearcats again, eh? She's always a scrapper. But she drew inside of them. So they're gonna have to come to me. And Chris Page is driving the favorite. Let's see what kind of balls he has on Wednesday. But Tuesday drew horribly with both our girls, or with Rose Run Why Not for sure. Geez, I just wanted one good draw with this filly. Anyway, that is that. It is what it is. That's over with. I'm going to turn that ugly page of Sunday, turn it on to Monday. I myself have 17 drives tomorrow. We got Braemar, we got West 52nd, we got Johan, we got Fox Valley Britska. That's us. We got a bunch down here to race. on Monday. So busy day tomorrow. So my apologies at least to the Gray is the New Red group. That was not my finest hour. And as far as Compass Rose DC, that's racing. It shouldn't have happened. It's frustrating, but it did, and now it's over. So we'll move forward together and turn the page, as I said. All of our yearlings ended up in Ontario yesterday. They're all there now. So, as I said, busy week for me, but Saturday, I will be in Ontario. I will be at the farm on Saturday, and I will put all 10 of our horses in the jog cart on Saturday for the first time. That will be my job this week. So, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I sent out all the videos today. I hope you got them all. Any of you that are looking at any of the horses we have, I am going to work diligently all week to clean those shares up. I think we can do it. I hope we can do it. And then move on to the next sale. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. I'm going to try and cool down a little bit. I got a 3-hour drive ahead of me to the Meadows. I'm sure I can cool down in the next 3 hours. Talk to you soon. Take care.